Mid-season shake-up, eh?
Yeah, just have a random grid. Just randomise it.
Sounds a bit perverted. Mid-season shake-up.
One job.
You really are going to take my first ever poll away from me?
Yeah. You had a win, that's alright.
I love you all too.
This is why we're doing it. What you
Cheers,
got in the
mate.
flip pole?
I don't want to be in fourth.
I don't want to be in fifth.
Yeah.
Blue.
But I was already making this.
Everyone.
It's everyone. Everyone's behind your flip.
Yeah.
Is everyone ready?
We're all behind you.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Let's have fun.
Have a
Yeah,
good
good
one.
luck. Floppity flip.
Stay away from nicely.
Have a good one. A long race.
Oh dear.
Fucking hell, flip back and get round first.
See you now, Philip.
Oh, it's rolling.
It's a roller? That's
No,
not a
it's
roller.
not. No, it's not.
No, it's not, is it?
Oh, I've got my fingers mixed up already.
There's quite a gap between us all, isn't there?
Oh, it is rolling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sideways.
fuck's sake.
Damage is on light blue.
Off to a good start. You know what? I might just stream this as a replay, seeing as I've left out for smoke in the shed. Right. I'm going to stream it as a replay, but I might jump out the party and do some commentary.
Okay.
Sweet.
Where you on, pal?
Cool. I'll speak to you at the end then. Have a good race.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
You too, mate.
Thanks, blue.
Right, so this is for stream purposes. I am going to go to the shed. I'll be back in 10 minutes or so. And then maybe I'll do a bit of commentary on the race. Unprofessional, half-hearted commentary, but commentary nonetheless. Okay, stream, I'm back from the shed. I'll just get myself comfortable and I'll see what I can do in terms of a commentary for you. Might be rubbish, but we'll have a go. Let's just get the right screen thing on. Display all. We just do it without the names, that's cool. Okay. Looks a bit more realistic, that. So we've got, this is I think it may be the 5th or the 6th race, I cannot remember. It's the penultimate race in the GTFU Group 4 Thursday night series, and we are at the Nordschlife. Love it or hate it. If you hate it, then you are wrong, because it is an awesome track. So Brian, I believe this is his favourite track by far, is currently way out front at the moment, looking fairly comfortable. That Mercedes looks planted, but that could be the way that he's driving it. So Adam in second. I saw him have a little bit of a moment earlier on the last corner before the long straight, but he seemed to recover it. Flip, who started in pole, seems to have disappeared. We'll have a look. Oh, there he is. He's in the background there. But third, we've got Carrot in the Lexus, which is not the nicest car to drive. That's the one that I am supposed to be in, but honestly I couldn't be bothered racing. So we're looking at useful Carrot to have a decent result here, just to prove that that Lexus can actually do it. It's good on the straights, not good in the corners. Bit of action going on back here. This is Eddie in the same team colours as Brian, fighting with Jamie, who is in the rather beautiful looking Aston Martin, and Flip following on behind, waiting to pick up any pieces, also in the Aston. So we'll keep an eye on this battle. I don't know any of the corner names apart from obviously the Carousel, and another one which I can't remember the name of at the moment, but so yes, let's get some backwards looking view. So looking backwards from Eddie, looking at Jamie and Flip. Like I say, Flip, who started in pole and is now down into 6th place. Jamie is going to make a move here. If I can just get the camera right, there he is, making a move on the outside, on the inside of the long corner. Looks like that one is going to get done. Is he going to manage to push Brian off? Nope. Loads of space given. Perfect racing, and Eddie actually ends up back out in front, and Flip in fact has taken advantage of Jamie trying that move there and managed to claw his way back into 5th position. So he is now next at line to have a look at Eddie, but he's got Jamie pushing him hard all the way up the long straight. Flip dancing with the grass there, having a little dalliance onto the green stuff. Jamie to side by side with Flip, and are they going to go 3 wide? Not quite. Jamie taking a lot of curb, Eddie taking the grass, hitting the fence, and that is going to let Jamie and Flip streak through. And it looks like, I didn't see it, but Jamie got past Flip there as well. So that was a high action moment. Let's just have a look around the carousel, see Flip is going to be able to make a move around here. Doesn't look like it. Everyone, I think, on soft tyres at the minute. Okay, we'll come back to this one in a bit. Let's just make sure. Oops, let's go back to the front, see if everyone is indeed soft tyres. Yep, Brian, fastest lap at the moment. Soft tyres, not too much wear, and Terry with pretty much exactly the same amount of wear, but going off. Where is he? He's hit the wall. That is going to let... who's that going to let? It's going to let Carrot through. Jamie goes through. Flip goes through. Can Eddie make it through as well? That is an unfortunate moment for Terry. He will be cursing inside that digital cockpit. And he's got Oscar now following on behind him, fellow Corvette of Oscar. Corvette, I think, probably one of the best looking cars on this grid. Yeah, so that's all good for the minute. So first accident we've seen there, Terry just losing the back end and not being able to catch it again. So another Mercedes, green and black, the green hell Mercedes of Grandad, sitting fairly comfortably in 8th for the moment, 22 seconds behind the leader. Chaos in 3rd Corvette. Again, fairly comfortable in 9th. Mike rounds up the top 10. And that is all of them. Mike in the Red Bull Lexus, which, as you say, it's not the easiest car to drive around here. It's very loose. Let's see if there's any battles going up up and down the grid. So Jamie seems to have left Flip a little bit behind, and he was very close to coming off there using all of the curb, but just managing to hang on to it. One wheel on the grass here can be fatal, as we saw from Terry a few minutes ago. So those soft tyres now on that Aston already starting to wear. Both Flip and Jamie seem to be struggling a little bit with the front left tyre wear. Nice little flash and some wipers there from Flipper. Now, are we going to see Terry regain his composure, manage to make his way back up to towards the podium end of things, where he should be really? Just a careless moment, a lapse of concentration, and he was off and back into 6th. But he's having a look round the outside of Eddie on there as he got the run on him. Perfect, yes, perfect place to do it. No chance for Eddie to come back unless he messes up in the last couple of corners. Okay, so no one stopping as yet for tyres that I can see. And that is Terry in 5th as we go on to lap 3. How long is left in this race? So we've done 14 minutes so far. We are a quarter of the way through the race. So that might be 12 laps altogether, unless I've completely got my maths wrong. Let's just go on board with Terry for a bit, listen to that engine roar. Little twitch there coming through the left-hander. Okay, up the hill where we go weightless for a moment. That's a purple sector. Is he going to jump? No, the cars don't actually take off around there. Oh, and Flip's had a big one out there in front. Double spin nearly wipes out Terry. Let's just... He didn't... Oh, he nearly wiped out Terry and Eddie there, but I think everyone managed to get through it, and he only lost, he lost 2 places there, and he's now got the Corvette of Oscar. Will be pushing him. Let's go on board with Oscar, see if he can get past Flip. It's a real pistol shot of a gear change he's got going on there. So all over the back of Flip as we come into the bottom of the dip, and then up the hill for a really tricky little braking point, pretty much weightless on the top of that hill, and Flip is gone again. Where is he? There he is. Flip losing it on that. As I was saying, it was a tricky braking point. He demonstrated that for me, and that was a near thing from Chaos as well. Who was on a purple lap with very healthy looking soft tyres. Maybe these Corvettes, let's have a look at another Corvette. Yeah, the Corvettes seem to be pretty good at keeping their tyres working. Let's have a general look at tyre wear. Well, there's one Corvette that's not keeping its tyres so well, but he has had a good spin, so that won't have helped him any. Jamie pushing hard, is chewing through those soft tyres. He's going to have to make a stop fairly soon, I would imagine. And that Lexus, again, that front left, looking terrible. And Brian's still looking comfortable out front. He's got 3 laps done, and he's got 7.5 seconds lead. So he just needs to keep it on the black stuff now, and he should be home and dry, barring any issues. See if there's any battles going on down the road here. Okay, there's a potential battle here. see if there's anything else. No, let's focus on Flip and Chaos. To the long straight, then hugging the slipstream. Can't believe how good Carlos's tyres are. That's fairly impressive. If he can make them last longer than anyone else, he might be in with a little bit of a shout for a podium, hopefully. Corvette sounds reasonably leisurely, even on the straights. But it is a purple sector. Jamie at the moment with the fastest lap, 7:06.8. So yes, as we've seen, Jamie is chewing through his tyres, pushing hard, so no real surprise there. Carousel, absolutely terrifying. If you get it wrong, you lose bucket loads of time going around there. We are right on with Flip now. Let's go outside view. Whoops, didn't want to do that. That's what I wanted to do. It's looking like a matter of time before Carlos gets past Flipper. And look at the state of Flip's tyres compared to Chaos's. Flip really struggling for grip now. Is he going to make a stop this lap? Rain is forecast for some time in this race towards the end, and it already seems to have clouded up quite a lot. We're only 20 minutes in, so maybe worth hanging on, see if there's a bit of rain, maybe put some inters on. But there's no way Flip is really going to struggle to do another lap on those. Yeah, he will. Ooh, a little bit of air there over the bump. Just have a quick look through the grid. Brian's still way ahead around the second carousel. So, a bit of a battle for second place on the second carousel. So Jamie is after Useful Carrot, but I'm pretty sure Jamie's going to have to stop. Oh, actually, no, his tyres are better than Carrot's. So yeah, that Lexus really chewing through tyres. There will be some stops here. Is he going to get this second place then? Into the slipstream, Carrot wobbling around, trying to distract him away from that slipstream, but that's not going to work. Where's he going to go? Is he going to make the move? He is going to make the move around the outside as they get to the top of the hill under the bridge. And I think it's already done. Or are they still? Yep. Jamie's got that one done. Now let's just see. Oh, and it's starting to rain. It is actually raining right now, so might be a good time for the likes of Flip and Jamie to gamble. And maybe put on some inters. Let's see what Brian is going to do out in front there. Nope, they are slick tyres, I believe. I don't know if it shows up on the graphics that they would be wet tyres, but as far as I can see, they're slicks. We've got Eddie in as well. We've got Terry also come in, and Oscar, Flip, Chaos. A few people stayed out. Not too many. What tyres are we putting on here? Brian has gone on inters, taking a gamble on inters. So now we want to watch. Oh, it's really raining heavy now. They are really going to be regretting not coming in for tyres as Jamie hits the wall. It's fairly irrelevant. Brian is... Oh, and Carrot just gets it squirrely. There's literally no grip on that track right now. And they are on slicks, as you can see Carrot in the background. It's a long old lap to get back to the pits like this. Yeah, can't even get into the corners, so... Oh, this is awful to watch. Yeah, they are really going to be regretting not coming in for that pit stop when they had the chance. but Brian will be flying past them. Look how much rain is coming down there. Brian already catching him, nearly had a free pit stop already. What we got here? We've got Inters on Adam and Eddie. Everyone put Inters on who stopped. So Carrot and Jamie really going to struggle. You can see Brian is already right behind them. Look at that for a slide. Wow. Okay, is he gonna... Yeah, Brian will just help him out on the way past. Why not? Give him a little bit of a straight. He's a very charitable chap, is Brian. But Jamie picks up a red hat for track limits, which is pure insult to injury stuff. So not only are those tyres extremely worn, they are slicked, and the track is coming up to full wet. So Brian on the Inters, just easily around the outside of Carrot. Yeah, Carrot's got absolutely no steering at all, no grip. This could be a very interesting race. Let's go on board with Jamie. Yeah, he's. I think he's struggling a little. Doing 50 mile an hour. And yeah, here comes the rest of the field. It's got 8 seconds of penalty. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see him just pull over and park it. Carrot's still holding on to second, although he also has... Oh, it's horrible to watch. He also has 8 seconds of penalty. Brian now easily just pulling out the lead there. That time is rising as I look at it. It's gone, yeah, it's just leaping up. Yeah, this is looking pretty good for Brian. Yeah, Carrot has left the room. He's given up on it. Too horrible to drive. Jamie is still in, and there is a bit of a battle here. Been neglecting to watch the battles, been too busy watching the sliding. Excuse me. So a good battle here for second between Terry, Eddie, Oscar and Chaos. Terry at the moment has got the upper hand on that one as... is that Oscar? Yes, sorry, Oscar looking to get round Eddie. Still looking fairly slow on those Inters. So it's almost splitting into 2 separate battles now. Flip in the background there, hoping to come and join this party. Looks like Terry maybe has got his focus a little bit and has managed to... Ooh, he won't like that though. Managed to pull out a little bit. So Chaos having a look at Oscar. Let's just look back here at these two. So the battle for 4th, Chaos and Oscar. Oscar out front in the Corvette at the moment, but he's got the other Corvette, his teammate of Chaos, pushing from behind, just trying to find a way through. Very difficult on the freshly wetted track, because there's pretty much one line before you get into the really slippy stuff. Hence the queue of cars. And it has stopped raining, so that track will be drying up. Oh, and that is too much for Eddie, who's managed to go a little bit wide at that corner there, and given Oscar a bit of breathing space and a way through. And also Chaos now has got in front of Eddie, so small mistake from Eddie puts him back 2 places. Terry now has gone. He is chasing down Brian, and he has caught him. He's actually managed to get 3 seconds on him, but that will not help. He's pushed it too hard, and he's ended up in the wall trying to spin it round. Don't take anyone out. Is he waiting there? No, he is spinning it round. That's a shame. That's twice now that Adam's been off. He could have been up there with him, but He's trying too hard and keeping us entertained. So, good man. So, Oscar now in second, and that battle has now really intensified, because, like I say, it's a battle now for second rather than third. Chaos just trying to pressure Oscar into a mistake, and has he done it? Yes, he has done it. He's got up the inside, and I think Eddie is also going to try and sneak through. Doesn't quite get his nose there, but he'll stay alongside for next few corners. Oscar on the inside of that one has control there. Eddie goes for the cutback. Oh, this is a heart in your mouth stuff. Eddie manages to get through on the inside there. Very slippery track, and that has actually allowed Flip to get right up behind them and get into that battle for the podium. Ooh, Flipper. Slippery flippers. Oh, he's off. That's a shame. Flip worked so hard, and as soon as he got there, a little bit of dirty air from the car in front makes it a whole different game, and he just couldn't get the front end into the corner, but not dropped him too far back, so he may be making a comeback on them yet. As we approach the halfway mark of the race, Brian definitely seems to have it well under control, although they're still catching, but I think he might just be controlling the pace there. Oh, Chaos goes off. Oh, and Chaos and is that Oscar as well? Off in the background. That's going to bring Flip right back into it, and it's going to free up Eddie for a double Mercedes podium. Now, what's going on back here? Okay, still a little battle brewing. Let's have a little further look back, see how Terry's getting on after his accident. Well, he's got Grandad behind him, and they're just at the moment towing each other along. We'll keep an eye on that, see if anything develops. Jamie's still on track, still on the slicks. In fact, he could actually gain, I mean, he's 40, well, he's like a minute behind the leaders, so maybe a set of slicks might give him an advantage, might get him back up into contention, but for now, he's in a very sad place indeed. Either way, he's going to have to pit this lap. Is he going to risk fresh slicks, try and take the advantage, or is he going to go in as Terry comes in? Terry comes in presumably to put some slicks on. Let's hope the rain stays off. Okay, Jamie, I'm guessing Jamie's got to come in surely. Yes. So let's see what's Terry put on. Is he putting on another set of inters? Okay. That didn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. Oh no, he's put softs. He's got softs on. And Jamie is also, I think, putting softs on. Come on. It's a long time when you sat there waiting for it to happen. Right, go Jamie, see what you can do with that. So, that's it, once you get on the dry line, it's tricky coming out the pits. Now he should have a decent advantage, and Terry also will be worth watching. These two are going to be the two to watch, just to see if this strategy pays off for them. We've got a yellow flag. Who's that is? Oscar into the gravel. There's a lot of paint missing off that Corvette. So maybe the track is now a little bit too dry for the intermediates. You need to maybe keep it offline a little bit. Stop them heating up. Oof, and there's a big battle here, big podium battle. Second, third and fourth. That's Oscar, Flip, and not Oscar, sorry, Eddie, Chaos and Flip. slips in the gravel again and manages to not lose any time. See what's happening here. Look at that, almost exactly the same gap either side, and he's off straight into the wall. Terry is having a nightmare when he's fast. He's fast, but I don't think he's getting on so well with his track. There's Jamie getting on. It's still a wet track, but it's definitely a drying track. Yeah, he's got a lot more grip than he did last time round. Flip coming off the dry line, just trying to get a look, trying to cool the tyres a little bit. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, just needed to get a drink. So the podium battle still rages between Flip and Chaos. Eddie's got a bit of breathing space as the sun goes down over the Schlife, the wet Nordschlife. I know it's giving the wet parts of the track a lovely pink tinge earlier on. And these, as I keep saying, this track is dry and we're kind of out of the intermediate range now and we're onto the slick range, so good things should be happening for Terry and Jamie if they're not too far behind. Jamie seems to have, there we are, the track disappeared there for a very strange moment, but it's back now. Doesn't seem to be making up a lot of time on anyone. Maybe the track is only just coming into the kind of slick range as we get a nice plume of exhaust flame from Adam, who once again, not Adam, sorry, Terry, who once again finds both gravel and wall in equal measures. Jamie must also be having the same kind of troubles because he doesn't really seem to be picking up. I think once you get a wheel off that dry part of the track on those slick tyres, you've had it. So their strategy just not working out today. Flip and what's it, Chaos having a double moment round there. Chaos having another moment all on his own this time though, which is going to let Flip up onto that podium spot. Flip, who I believe it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Flip. Have a trophy. Even if it is only an imaginary trophy. So Eddie and Brian still getting a Team Mercedes race together here. They should synchronise the line crossing if it stays like this, try and get a photo finish, but can't hang around too much because Flip is on the move. Flip is one in that second position. I think Brian actually is not that far ahead, but I reckon he is just controlling the pace. Whoa, big slide for Eddie coming into the second carousel. Flip on the wet stuff, keeping those tyres in good nick, and Chaos doing the same thing. Still plenty of wet patches on the track to keep those tyres cool if needed, which is exactly what Flip is doing at the moment. And he's following in the tracks of Eddie, who also staying to that wet line. Right, speaking of the wet line, let's check the dry tyre runners. So Terry is making ground, but he's had a couple of nasty accidents, so it's kind of brought his strategy to a state of unstuckness. Jamie's still really not making too much impression on the rest of the field, but sticking with it. It might come round to him yet. Let's have a look. We've got pit stops to the front there. Flip electing to stay out for another lap on those inters. Could be a good strategy. I don't know. Can I get the radar on? Don't think I can. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Chaos are also doing the same thing, deciding to stick with those intermediate tyres. Ooh, Oscar from the... Yeah, Oscar getting it a little bit wrong there. And who was that? Was that Eddie crashing out the pits? I believe it was. Or was it Brian? No, I think it was Brian that crashed. Lost all the Lexus runners now. I dropped out on lap 1. Mike, I didn't see Mike go, but he was right at the back. And Carrot made a wrong tyre choice and just became too depressed to continue. Just to give Flip his little birthday moment in the sun here while he's out front. He's doing a good job. He was down in 8th at one point, but he's started on pole, went down to 8th, and now he is back in 1st, notwithstanding pit stops, of course. Has he made the right strategy call? 20 minutes left of this race. Oh, that's not going to help his cause much. That hitting that wall is not the fastest way around there. Really needs to focus to make the most of the strategy that he's trying to play out, going an extra lap on the intermediates. I'm guessing Eddie and Brian put the softs on. They're already back into 4th and 5th. In fact, Brian has just overtaken Eddie as I was speaking there. Getting dark. Oh, and those. Yeah, you've got to be very precise when you're on those slick tyres, and that's Eddie is on the wet there. He's got one side on the wet. Is that going to cool him too much? Brian's got a 4.5 second penalty. So this might not work out so well. Brian looked like he had it all under control, but a little rain shower really does shake things up. Oh, a little nudge there from his teammate into corner. Could have been a spot of lag, actually. I'm not sure, so I won't go accusing him of anything. Yeah. Top 3 remains Flip, Chaos, Oscar, all of whom I think are going to need a stop, although Oscar's tyres look brand new. Can't see any wear on them at all. We've got Eddie and Brian on the slick tyres. Brian with a 4.5 second penalty. Grandad still on his inters, 36 seconds off the lead. Those inters looking pretty fresh though. Again, Terry having a pretty horrible race, but still ploughing on and actually making up a little bit of ground now. He's finally on the right tyre. They still look fairly fresh. Just got to keep it off those wet patches. And then Jamie also having a rough race. Didn't go for the wets at the right time. Had to do a whole lap on a wet track on slicks, and that really ruins your race. You can see it was at 10 minutes and 8 seconds. That was almost 3 minutes, well, 3 minutes longer than his fastest lap. So that was a pretty horrible lap for him to go around, but at least he did it, didn't quit out. So this is the battle at the moment, is between the teammates in the Mercedes. Brian and Eddie. Currently Eddie is the front leading Mercedes, and they are chasing down that podium. Oscar So Brian and Eddie on a different strategy to everyone else. They were first and second, they came into the pits, changed onto the slick tyres, everyone else stayed on the inters. And that is definitely a strategy that seems to be working for them right now, as they've got right up behind Oscar there, into the carousel. Excuse me. Flip still out front. Top three remain the same for now. It looks like the third Oscar is going to fall off that podium any minute now. And it looks like he'll end up back in 5th. Although Brian does have the penalty, but they're so clearly much faster on those slick tyres in the Mercedes. Yep, Eddie just desperately trying to find a way through. Oh, and there he is, he's got his way through as Oscar throws it out a little bit wide. Can Brian get through there as well? Yep. Oscar out wide again. Those intermediate tyres have properly had it. If he just managed to hog the dry line, forced Eddie and Brian onto the wet line on those slicks, I think that could have been an effective strategy, but once you slide wide, there's very little you can do to control that. So Eddie and Brian hunting down the front of the pack once again. Let's see. Brian, I think, had a bit of an accident coming out of the pits, so he is now behind Eddie. Eddie could potentially win this race. Flip is really chewed up those intermediate tyres now. Yeah, needs to be careful going on the wet, because those inters will pretty much be slicks now. He's only got one straight to do, a couple of fiddly little corners, and then he is into the pits, and he can put on some nice slicks and hopefully maintain the lead. So he should potentially get out the pits in front of Brian, especially if Brian and Eddie's spinning it. Eddie has lost it big time, several spins, manages to avoid the wall. That is going to ruin his day, and this is looking good for Flip now. I think Flip is in a really good position. Oscar has regained his podium. Yeah, that was a pretty bad moment for Eddie there. He will be cursing. Right then, let's see. Flip and Chaos are in. We need to focus on Brian and see if they can get out before him. Flip's still got half tank of fuel. Chaos running towards the end of the tank, so Chaos's stop should be a bit longer than Flip's, I think. But really, we're more interested in the tyres. Come on, Flip, get those tyres on, get that pit crew. Yep, he's got his tyres on, and he's away. Is that him out in front? Yes. Flip out of the pits in front of Chaos. Managed not to lose it coming out of the pits as well, which is a good sign. So Chaos put inters on again. Now that is a decision I do not understand. Maybe he knows something I don't. Brian is all over the back of it. Brian actually got some work to do here. It looked like he had it well under control in the early stages of this race, but things have changed since then, as we are now on lap 7 with 13 minutes left. So I think we're probably all done for pit stops now. That's Brian already past Chaos. I can't understand his thought unless my graphic's wrong, but it looks to me like he's got inters on, especially the way that Brian came past him. He's also got a 3-second penalty. So Eddie now looking to climb his way back onto the podium after that pretty horrific spin, but completely managed to avoid the wall. Done with some style, sir. Done with some style. I'll give you that. Flip is who we're interested in. quite keen to see Flip carry this one off, because it wasn't looking good for him at one point. As I said earlier, started in pole, dropped down to 8th, and then has managed to claw his way back up. Wants to be a little bit careful on them curbs though. Brian is really flying up behind him, really hunting him down, so we are going to have a battle for the lead in a moment. Yeah, Brian is cruising up behind him here, but as Murray Walker, I think it was, used to say, catching is one thing, passing is another, especially when the track is... Ooh, Flip throws up a spray of water, he gets it on the curb. So what he needs to do is hold on to that dry line and force Brian to go onto the wet stuff. He just needs to defend for his life now, and he's got 10 minutes. Needs to defend for. Can he hold on to it? Can he force Brian into a mistake? Let's go. Oh, Brian is not messing around, and Flip following my advice, trying to keep that dry line. That dry line is a lot wider than it was a couple of laps ago though. Just going to make sure Brian, if he's coming, is going to get his tyres wet. All over him, just cannot see a way past. Okay, we'll come back to that one. Flip holding on for the moment. Any other battles going on? Jamie now in 5th. Only 8 seconds behind the leaders, so his strategy has kind of paid off a little bit. This is the battle for the front and the only real battle on track at the moment, so we'll focus on this while I have a drink. So what we got left? We got 9 minutes. 9 minutes left. Is that going to be? That could be 2 more laps. Yeah. Can Flip hold on for a potential 2 more laps? It's not looking that way, especially if the track dries out. If the track dries out a little bit more, it's going to be more difficult for him to defend. And I don't think he'll be able to hold him off on the straight when he gets the slip, so it's looking like it's only a matter of time, but Brian has thrown it into the wall. That's really given Flip some breathing room. He will be smiling at that. See that in his mirrors. Let's have a look, see how much time did Brian lose. So that's really given Flip a shot at the win here. Go on, Flipper. So Brian, Eddie and Jamie now back in the mix. Jamie done a really good job actually, making the most of some bad decisions strategy-wise. But he's right with him there. Flip looking quite comfortable now. A 5-second lead. And what we got left? 7 minutes. I reckon one more lap by the look of things. And this is quite an intense battle here. Jamie is looking at the two Mercedes boys as they're looking at each other. Brian currently got the second spot on there. Brian favourite to win this race, but it hasn't quite worked out for him for a couple of reasons. Oh, Jamie getting very twitchy, really wanted to find a way past these two. And this is an absolute delight for Flip, who might not know that these three are fighting. Probably does, because they are all speaking to each other. Oh, what's happened? Jamie lost a lot of time there. But yeah, Flip would have wanted to see Jamie in amongst them, distracting the two Mercedes boys, keeping their attentions off him, but that hasn't quite worked out. So now they are hunting him down, and potentially I think they'll be working together, Eddie and Brian. Quick look down the field, see if anything else interesting is happening. Corvettes seem to be struggling a little bit. Terry should really have been up there, but he's had quite a few awful moments. Oscar in 7th, Grandad in 8th. Chasing down Oscar for that final position. Let's go back to the front. So there's Brian. Eddie must have had a bit of an incident because he's dropped right back into the clutches of Jamie. Are we going to get another lap after this one? I don't think so. An eye on Brian and Flip as well, although it's quite a gap right now. So we'll focus on this battle, and this is Jamie and Eddie. Jamie looking to the inside round the, I know the name of this corner but I can't remember it right now. He's on the wet stuff there, not quite going to make it through. Yeah, Eddie manages to hold him on the outside. That wet track really not doing his braking any favours. Jamie would be pretty happy with the podium after the race he's had. See how's Brian getting on in his quest to hunt down Flip. Flip's still just under 2 seconds gap to Brian. So yeah, Brian is catching back up again, but he's got a lot of work to do if he's going to get past. We've got 4 minutes of the race left. Maybe another lap after this one, not sure. It's going to be pretty close, I think. So we'll focus for a moment on Eddie being hounded by the Aston Martin driven by Jamie. Those rather gaudy yellow lights, and it started to rain again. That could really throw some oh, it's absolutely pouring it down. That could really throw some salt in the wound there. Jamie very bravely heading up the inside. They're both going to go off there. That is going to be a disaster for Jamie's properly Nicky Louded that one, and Eddie's off backwards as well. How's Brian? Flip, you just gotta hold on, just keep it cool. Everyone behind you is struggling. Just make this the last lap. We've got 2 seconds on Brian. This is going to be... Oh, flip. No, go on. Get it back on. That's okay. Brian's done exactly the same thing. This is going to be the slowest ever race finish. Brian is managing to just hold it on. That is a real shame. Flip did his best to hang on to that. But these conditions pretty much undrivable now. I reckon this was real life, we'd throw a safety car right here and this would be the finishing result, which I think it is going to be. Flip just needs to gently coax it round. Brian seems to have got the hang of it. Let's jump in the party.
I wasn't even on throttle, the car was just like, he's slided, he's coming.
He was inside and then left and like outside and inside, so I didn't know where to go.
Who's that
Yeah, the
behind me?
opposite way, Sam.
I reckon in real
Are
life,
you on inters?
you'd just throw a safety car, wouldn't you?
Nah, this would have to be safety car, man.
Are you on inters, Grandad?
Should have been a safety car, Flip, and you should have won it.
Yeah,
Grandad's on
safety
inters,
car
isn't he? He must be, look at him.
I would have won.
Penalty.
Bollocks to you all, you bastards.
On rollback, if we cancel
Pole
the
position
race,
to the
on
back.
Carlos
rollback,
has got
Look at
this
it.
one by
Halfway
way.
through the last lap and that fucking happens.
I can't get around the corners.
I know you...
Go on, Carlos.
Hi, Brian.
I've done a few. No, I just cannot take a single corner.
Oh, you're in the
Of
grass
course,
now.
Carlos
yeah.
has got...
Flip, you might
Carlos
be able
has
to get
got...
on the track. It's not my fault that they're fucking going off track.
I'm saying you can get him.
Carlos has got inters
Brian's
on,
just
hasn't he?
Damien seems to be closing in rapid.
Who's won it?
Holy shit!
It's going to be Carlos.
Every single corner. I'm
Yeah,
off.
Carlos is on
Yeah.
inters, so he's got it, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man,
Gran-
it's so
I think
bad.
Grandad's on
That
inters, you
was
know,
a gamble
he's on
and
his
a
way.
half.
Oh, he's
Well,
come
not
from
too
the
far
back.
back. Oh, no,
This
they're not even on the
afternoon,
straights. I
please.
thought you was on the straights.
No, no,
Oh,
you'll,
no.
you'll probably get him,
Please.
Grandad. Keep at it.
Oh.
Yeah, could do.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be
Probably
another
is.
lap, but...
Where is the timer?
We got 2 minutes left. Just
Who's
over.
eighth? Who's behind me?
Oscar.
Well, no, actually it won't.
Is it
Not
Oscar?
until you cross the line, will you?
Oh, will it not?
No, someone's got to cross the line before the 3 minutes starts. Every
Alright, I'll hang about.
single corner.
Oh,
You're
no,
going to
I'm
win
not
by
running.
about 2 minutes here, Carlos.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got the 30 seconds on you now. I was 30 seconds
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
you now. I'm 30 seconds ahead.
Yeah. Literally every corner I'm off in the grass.
That is insane.
Oh, this is so not fair.
I know, Flip.
Oh, another
I'm,
penalty because I went off the...
To be fair, Mike did tell everyone that there's going to be raining in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, no, fair
I did.
dues.
Yeah.
No,
This is
fair
part
dues.
of it. I was hoping that the game would
I'm
forget.
just having a bitch and a moan, ignore me.
I can see why though, mate. I
can't
can see
believe
why.
that was such a fucking
It was
banging
great.
race for me as well.
it was.
You're still fourth, mate. Still fourth.
No,
for now.
I'm not.
No. Okay.
No,
Spoke too soon.
you're third.
4 for 2.
Oh, you're third. Yeah.
No, not anymore.
Whereabouts are you all? On the straight?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm at the line now. Where's the
Nice
finish
one,
line?
Grandad.
Okay, so I would have won by 40 seconds.
Third! Yoo-hoo! I'm gonna run out
Chili,
of fuel.
chin,
I've
chili, chin, chili.
Well,
I've run out of fuel.
Oh no.
Oh, you're not, are you?
I have.
Oh no, that's 30 seconds lost.
Jamie, get here.
Unlucky. Yeah, you're gonna die.
Yeah, you had a good accident. see Carlos sat on the line.
Yeah, yellow flags waving.
It's up to 47 seconds.
Have you got a McDonald's in there? You're just like munching.
Oh no.
Wait there,
Yeah,
Carlos,
mate.
wait there.
No. How the fuck did you still get P2 out there, bro?
I don't
And
know.
Jamie.
That was terrifying.
Jamie's still out there. What the fuck?
Ignoring the track limit, I get 4 seconds. What the fuck, that is banging out of order.
I'm beginning to question who chose this.
I hate you,
I
whoever
definitely
it
did
is.
not.
Oh my god.
But I thank him. I thank him.
Man. That last half a lap was completely ruined it.
Well done, Jamie. You had a bit of
Well,
a
great
torrid
racing,
race, didn't you?
everybody.
I thought you were going to rage quit.
DJ, I told ya, you should have fucking quit, you bastard. I shouldn't have encouraged you to stay. Oh no, well done everybody, man. Fair play. Great race.
I'm gutted for you,
Yeah,
Flip.
to the replay.
Can't believe.
I'd have won it, piss you all.
Oh my god. Get this over with.
Oh dear.
I reckon you had it, Flip. It was your race. If you watch the commentary,
Yeah.
I was calling it as yours. No. As soon as Brian pancaked it into that second carousel, it was all Flips.
Yeah.
Thank God that's done with. Jesus.
Well done everybody, great race.
Well done.
Thank
Yeah.
you Mike for hosting. Thank
Congratulations
you all
all
for
that
changing.
stayed.
I nearly
My
done it. I
God.
nearly done it. So, I'll take that.
Wow. It's over.
Was the Lexus thing about the crit?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well,
Lexus is pulled out.
The Lexus was horrible in
All
the
of them.
dry.
What a race. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Lexus were horrible in the dry.
So I don't know what it would have been like in the wet, but
Awful.
yeah, it was pretty much undrivable. It's a piece of shit.
Well, I've heard Brian's in it next season.
Is he? I don't think Brian's in next season.
It was that last little chicane, Jay, because I had you on the straight and I was closing in that last chicane. I think we both clipped the first right bit before the tight last little bit, if you know what I mean. I think that's where it's given us them whacking great big penalties from, which is a bit stupid.
You know what? Fair play to
one
Oscar.
rear wheel.
He's trying his best, but he ain't going to finish.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it.
Well done
Yeah.
everybody for
Yeah.
staying put and like even doing it. Like,
It was an entertaining race to watch.
And not
it was
kicking up a fuss
brilliant,
about the quality
absolutely brilliant.
being all mucked up as well, because that could have been.
If this was next
Been
week, I was
hairy.
going to quit. I was going to skip it, but since it's this week, I thought, fuck it, why not?
Oh.
Well, I've never had a race where I've started on pole, gone to the back, got back to the front, and then fucking still not finished in the podium. But anyway, I'm so glad we changed it, gents. Thank you.
Alright, mate.
Brilliant.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
I just
I'm very, very
realised I've got
unlucky.
my noddy outfit on.
I wondered why.
And
Yeah.
you officially got the fastest lap, Jay.
What am I doing?
Wow.
I've lost all my new. Oh, there they are.
What a fucking race. Right then.
Who was
Nightmare.
third?
Yeah, well done, guys.
Yep, that was really
Jamie
cool to
was
watch.
third in the end.
Not easy, that.
Might be worth watching the
Not
stream.
easy at all.
Oh, God.
I'll be watching your stream with my replay on my TV.
Yeah, well, you're on
Right.
it quite a lot. Because
Good.
of your antics up and down the
I might
field.
share it. Brilliant. I can't wait then. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
See you later.
See you all
Cheers, all.
Sunday.
Cheers all.
Take it easy,
See you all
guys.
later.
Thank you.
Right,
See you
bye.
Sunday.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Sunday. Oh, yeah.
I'll try my best, yes.
GTFU Racing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, GTFU Racing. Yeah. Right then. See you all soon, gents.
Yep.
Yeah, take
See
it
you
easy.
later.
Bye.
Take it easy.
See you all in a bit, lads. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, stream.